Matrix verified.
Doc Larson. I can't exactly say he didn't deserve his fate, but there's only one more head left to go. If the shapeshifter isn't Jimmy, who could it be? Paul? He doesn't want to go into the The machine stopped working. The machine stopped working. Hey, this is the design room from my first visit to the Dark World. This chair makes me feel very uneasy. I better stay on my feet. I'm feeling very lightheaded, and if I sat down, I might not be able to get up again. The Dreketh guard must have found out that the gunsmith traded me a gun and killed him. What an odd sensation. I know that these are the scrolls of wisdom. I'm as certain of that as I've been of anything. What's that odor? It smells like dirt, but it's very faint. It reminds me of when I helped to lower my father's casket into his grave. These Dark Worlders seem to enjoy their tortures. Who am I to disturb these people in their blissful misery?
Hey, what happened to the water?
Oh man, this is too weird for words. There's no doubt that Paul is crazy enough to be a killer. Now I have to find some hard evidence to connect him to the murders. Paul must have all sorts of dirty little secrets hidden in these drawers. It's locked. Paul's bedroom looks fairly normal. In fact, it kind of resembles my own room. Scuff marks. This bookcase must have been moved across the floor recently. Weird. Paul's desk, or at least what serves as his desk, looks like he mostly uses it for paying his bills. All of these checks are made out to the Department of Water and Power. That lunatic paid his water bill in advance up through the end of the year. A secret passage! Oh my God! Paul's house contains a dark world portal. I was right. He is the shapeshifter. I've seen this creature before, in my dreams. Hey, this picture is of Paul and Rita. And there's Mayor Fleming and Doc Larson. They're all wearing black robes. What's going on here? I'll be damned. I saw this book in the Dark World Temple. It's the Necronomicon. What kind of crap is this? The book's open to a chapter about the Otherworld. It seems that the spirits of the dead, whoever they are planning to send a messenger to cleanse the Prime World.
Keep your unclean hands off my things, Mike. You're here to stop the messenger from coming, aren't you? Well, then you shall be the first to be cleansed.
Why did you try to kill me?
I'm sorry, Mike. The voices told me to kill you. They said you were dangerous and must be stopped.
What else did the voices tell you?
They told us to prepare for the coming of the messenger. He will arrive any day now and cleanse the world. It has been foretold. We have seen it in our dreams, and we have prepared our souls.
What do you mean you prepared your souls?
Don't you see? All 3 murder victims were members of our Otherworld cult. The killer has taken us first because our minds are already prepared.
You mean to tell me you aren't the serial killer?
Of course not, Mike. I could never have done such things. Only one as great and pure as the messenger can perform such deeds. I knew my time would come soon.
What were these voices you heard?
The spirits of the dead. We contacted them 1.5 years ago during a seance I conducted. They wanted things.
Who's we?
Rita and myself at first. Once we realized we were in contact with the spirits of the dead, we formed the Otherworld cult so that we could maintain permanent contact.
I saw a photo of you, Rita, Mayor Fleming, and Doc Larson.
It was taken one night during a ceremony when we were all still alive. The 4 of us were the Otherworld cult.
Is that what all this occult stuff is about? Seances, contacting the dead?
Yes. I've always been obsessed with occult science. That's why I formed the Otherworld cult. I so wanted to make contact with my mother. She died when I was a child, you know.
What kinds of things did the voices want?
They wanted us to worship them. They taught us a ceremony. We used it, and though we didn't realize it, we became their slaves.
Paul, you're starting to look awfully pale.
Everything's growing dark.
Oh my God, I killed him! Paul was obviously the shapeshifter. I don't care what he said. But who's going to believe me without any proof? The police will just say that I was jealous of him too. One thing's for sure. I've got to get out of here before someone finds me with the body. It's dark in here. Spooky, too. Uh-oh. I better get out of here. That should keep Deputy Brown busy for a while. No one guarding Rita's house now. It's so strange being inside Rita's house knowing that she's dead.
Dear Mom, not much happening lately. I went out with Mike Dawson the other night. He's a nice guy, but he has some emotional problems. In fact, he's starting to act like a sick puppy around me, and I'm afraid I'm gonna hurt him.
Why, that bitch? She was never really interested in me. She was just toying with me.
In a few minutes, I'm off to my reading group meeting across the street at Paul Cooper's house. Now he's somebody I'm really attracted to. Tall, handsome, and good at fixing things around the house.
I'm glad I killed that creep.
Well, gotta run. Paul gave me a ticket for a free psychic reading at the carnival. I'll give it a try this weekend and let you know what the future holds for me. Kiss Dad for me. Love, Rita.
Ticket for a free psychic reading? I hope Rita didn't already use it because I don't have a clue about where to go from here. I've never been in Rita's bedroom before. It's not what I imagined it would look like. The decor is so odd.
You thought you had everything pretty much figured out, didn't you, Mikey boy? Well, I'd stop while I was ahead if I were you. The truth can be very ugly.
It's locked. This card entitles the bearer to a special psychic reading from Pandora. What role does this play in my future, Pandora?
Let me see that card. Ah, Why didn't you tell me you were one of the Illuminati? This entitles you to a special reading.
Mikey, there are no monsters in the closet. There's nothing there but an old dusty mirror. But I'll tell you what, I'll lock this closet forever so that nothing can get through it. I have an invisible key to the closet. Now watch. Now I'm locking the closet. Poof! It's gone. The monsters won't be able to come through the closet. Now try to go back to sleep, dear.
I feel like such an idiot. All these years thinking my closet was locked. Who knows what's inside it?
You do.
The fortune teller was right. This closet was never really locked after all. So that's what's inside. A mirror. Could this be another portal into the dark world? Why, this is a dark world bedroom. Odd. It kind of resembles my own room. This looks like the shoebox I keep my good shoes in. My shoes and my mom's butcher knife. They're covered in blood. That could only be the sword of justice. This must be the shapeshifter's home. I'm back in my own kitchen, but I didn't pass through any portal. What do you know about my shoes getting bloody?
Here, Mike. This will explain everything.
This can't be real. Oh, Mommy, I hope you're okay. Rita, I thought you were dead.
I'm dead but have not yet departed. Unless you act soon, all of humanity will suffer a fate far worse than mine.
I know all about the shapeshifter. Where is he?
You were right to look for the shapeshifter through the mirror, but you need to look much closer if you were to find him.
I know all about your involvement in the Otherworld cult.
Paul's seances were just harmless fun at first. We wanted to contact dead poets and writers, but instead we contacted the ancients.
Why would the ancients be interested in your seances?
The ancients needed humans to make a creature able to live in the normal world indefinitely. Through the teachings of the Otherworld cult, they reprogrammed our thought patterns to interface with the power generator.
How could you let yourself become a pawn of the ancients?
You were a pawn of the ancients too, Mike. It was your first visit to the dark world that gave the ancients enough knowledge of the normal world to engineer the behemoth.
I don't understand what's happening here.
Mike, you poor innocent fool, you were being used and don't even realize it. But you have a chance to redeem yourself by destroying the behemoth.
How can I destroy the behemoth?
You can kill it only with the sword, but you must hurry, Mike. While the behemoth is still in the dark world, it is vulnerable. Once it enters the normal world, it will become invincible.
The sword is powerful enough to kill the behemoth?
Yes, but you must use the sword before it reaches the portal to the normal world. Once the behemoth crosses over, it will grow powerful enough to destroy all of humanity with a single blow.
How did you learn all of this, Rita?
My mind is connected to the ancient spaceship through the power generator. While they sleep, I hear their dreams, and their dreams become our fate.
Why do the ancients want to destroy the human race?
Once humanity's life force is released, it will fully wake the ancients from their slumber and nourish them for a virtual eternity.
How much time do I have?
The portal in the adjoining room is too small for the behemoth to pass through. Once it hatches, it will head straight for the portal in the maze, and it is hatching even as we speak. Mike, if you truly do care about me, please don't let me die with so much blood on my hands. Stop the behemoth from reaching the normal world. I must leave now. Goodbye, Mike.
Now I'm back in the dark world. I'm sure I didn't pass through a portal this time. Perhaps time and space are warped here. This chair makes me feel very uneasy. This toilet really does look like a throne. This place somehow seems even more gloomy than the rest of the dark world.